Thank you for joining me for the next few moments. I want to give you a brief prophetic update. I'm sure that you who live in the United States have noticed recently some of the strange activity which is taking place in some of what we call our seismic zones. Most of you know, and you may not be aware of it, but most of you know that in the state of California there are several major fault lines that run from around south of the Los Angeles area all the way up into the northern part of California, and some continue underground in different areas through places like Oregon and perhaps all the way to Washington State. Not only that, but do you have the San Andreas fault line and several others, but you have what's called the new Madrid fault line, which runs through Memphis, Tennessee, and through part of Missouri, and actually through about 5 different states. In fact, the edge of Memphis, Tennessee, or the area of Memphis, Tennessee, is right in the area of that fault line, which gave way in the 1800s and shook church bells all the way in Boston, Massachusetts. They're also discovering that there are fault lines along the West Coast. Now, while these are serious, we're seeing a lot of seismic activity in the state of California, Montana, Oregon, Washington, Alaska. And what is interesting, to me at least, probably the most interesting aspect of this is what's called the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire is the Pacific Rim, where the Pacific Ocean is situated, and the bowl, they call it, that goes all the way around the Pacific with the nations on either side. For example, the coast of the United States, the west coast of the United States, the coast of Alaska, all the way up into the northern part of Alaska and Canada. Then it stretches out. This Ring of Fire turns on a map, if you were looking at a map, and comes down through the coast of Russia, the eastern coast of Russia, the edge of Japan, Indonesia. There's so many areas connected to all of this, but South America, the coastline of Latin America or South America is a part of that. And so what is interesting, and I'm going to give you one nugget here, is that this is an area that's shaking right now, and the scientists are unsure what's happening with the magma underneath the earth. But it is also interesting that in the book of Revelation, in the tribulation, one of the judgments says, the cities of the nations fell. And I was looking one day at this Ring of Fire, and you can go to the internet, of course, and look this up, and it seems like that a majority of the cities, somewhere around 70% of the world's major cities, guess where they're located? In the area of the Ring of Fire. I'm pointing this out to you not to scare people or frighten people, but to tell you that Jesus said in Matthew 24, earthquakes in different places. Folks, we're seeing now what I believe are the real beginnings of the birth pains Jesus talked about in Matthew 24. We need to pray, always stay alert, always be in prayer, but most of all, always stay ready to meet the Lord at any time. That's the most important thing you can do. Thank you for your time, and God bless you.